Namaste and welcome back to our channel. Yes, as I had promised you, as I had earlier said that I'll be coming back with the reading information. So if you are viewing this video for the first time, please go back to the description. We have provided two links, an introduction to IELTS and about listening module. Kindly go through these two links before coming back to this reading section. So you will have a complete info about the IELTS test and you will be in the flow. So let's begin without any delay about the reading section. So reading section is for completely 1 hour and you will have 3 parts in it. So each of these parts are recommended to be completed in 20 minutes according to IELTS, but it's not a thumb rule that you need to follow this. You can try to complete each of these parts before 20 minutes or you can take a little more than 20 minutes. But mind it, if you're taking more than 20 minutes to any of these parts, you will have shorter time for the other part. So try completing it before 20 minutes or on time. I mean to say 20 minutes, not more than that. Okay, now in total, just like in listening, you have 40 questions in reading test, but you have 1 hour time to answer these 40 questions. Now, how is this 40 questions divided into 3 parts? Now, we had listening, 4 parts, 10 questions each, but in reading, we have only 3 parts and 40 questions. So they've tried to do a justice here. They've tried to equally divide into 3 parts. So how is it going to be? The first part and the second, each you will have 13 questions. Then obviously the third part you will have 14 questions. Then there is another pattern where in the first part you will have 14 questions. Then the second and third, each you will have 13 questions. So however you take it, ultimately you get in total 40 questions. And whenever you get a correct answer for each question, you will get 1 mark, just like in listening. So 40 marks for 40 questions. And these 40 marks that you have scored out of how much ever, that will get converted into bands. And to know how many marks gets converted to your band score, on this side you will find a complete table where you can look for yourself like how much if you would score and it gets converted to how many amounts of band. Okay, now let's move on to the next part of our training. So now you know that there are 3 parts, how many questions are there, how much amount of time. Now what is in these parts of reading? The first part, of course, in all the parts you will have passages. The first part you will have a passage where you need to read, and then you will have questions related to the same passage. You need to find these answers and transfer the answers to the answer sheets directly. Remember, you're not given any extra time to transfer the answers to the answer sheet here, so immediately write the answers on the answer sheet. Coming to listening, yes, you have been given 10 minutes extra time to transfer the answers to the answer sheets. So in paper-based test, you need not have to worry about this. So you can write directly answers onto the answer sheet for listening, but it is highly recommended not to write your answers on the question booklet and write the answers directly on the answer sheet. Okay, now in your reading test, the passages that they are giving to you in any of these parts, part 1, 2 or 3, all these passages are the published materials. They are not imaginative, they are not fictitious. All of these are factual. I mean to say something that has happened in the past or something that has been published. It is for fact that it is real. And these materials can come from newspapers, magazines, blogs, or why not even white papers too. But anything that is published and available for public to read, only these kind of materials can be used. For general training, they may even use brochures or advertisements or pamphlets that they may come across. Yes, content also may come from there. But be rest assured that you're not getting any imaginative text like or even it may not be like a text coming from a novel. No, you can't. It has never happened in the past and it would not happen in the future too. You will not get any reading passages like from a storybook or from a novel or imaginative text, fictitious text. So nothing of that sort will occur to you. So whatever is coming to you, it will be published and You do not have to have any kind of a technical knowledge to read and understand these passages to answer the question. In case if that happens to you, if that really happens, don't worry, IELTS have taken care of this. Whenever they feel that there is a technical word which not every common man or everyone would know about it, so such kind of words they're providing glossary in the end. I mean to say, they provide the word with the meaning in the end of the passage. So whenever you come across something like this, please go through the end of the passage, so to understand, having a better meaning of the word that you have not found it probably in your previous experiences. So it's not quite natural, it can happen to you, but it's very rare. In case if such thing happens, they provide the glossary. So in the part 2 and 3, the passages will have on different topics. It will not be the same, and according to IELTS, they say first passage is easy, first part is easy, second is moderate, third is tough. So how is this possible? How would they ever know that okay, first passage, the topic that they are giving to you will be easy and moderate and tough, respectively? So it all depends on how the questions are given. I mean, it's whether the passage, the English language and the passage is easy to understand, and the question also easy to understand, so finding answers will be easy, obviously. So the second passage will be like having certain technical terms, or probably I can say certain vocabularies where it will not be easy for you to understand if you are not a voracious reader or probably not a frequent reader. Then even the questions also will be slightly twisted. It will not be easy for you to read the question and find the answers quickly for the second part. Third part, they'll make it definitely tough, so a lot of paraphrasing will be done in the questions. So when you read the questions and go back to the passage, it will not be like as soon as you read the question and the passage, you get to know. You need to apply a lot of thought process into it. Like, you need to know a lot of synonyms for the words that they are using in passage and the questions to match them together to find the answers. So all in all, reading test is a doable task, what they are giving to you in the actual test. So if you're not a frequent reader or voracious reader, or if your hobby is not reading, then obviously you will find this module a bit tough compared to listening. So this is all about reading test, and in our next video we are coming up with writing. So don't miss this opportunity. Subscribe now if you have not, and press the bell icon so you get the notification of our next video. Stay tuned. See you in the next video. Thank you.